up, y'all? Welcome back to Waking House Yoga. I would like to thank the Holy Spirit and Melissa Wood Health for inspiring me to get back on video. The purpose of this practice is to build some strength and break a little sweat. So it will be somewhat more challenging, yoga-based, maybe a little Pilates-inspired. So if you feel up for that, I'd love to do this together. Let's get started. All right, if you have practiced with me before, you might remember that I teach in an unfiltered method, which I have called unfiltered flow. It just means I don't plan in advance what we're going to do. I do say a little prayer and I hop on my mat and I let the spirit in me and the instrument of my body guide us. So that's how this will unfold as well. It's usually not perfect, and that's the beauty of it. So we will start on our hands and knees. Go ahead and find your way there. And let's just arrive here, so maybe begin to shift the body in a way that feels intuitively right for you. You might do a couple cat-cows, lifting the gaze, dropping your belly, and then rounding your spine. Just find your way into your body here for a few breaths, okay? I want your breath to remain fluid and natural. So let's not control it unless that feels like something that you need in this moment, okay? I'm starting to circle my hips. If you'd like to join me, you can do that as well. Shifting from one side toward the top of my mat and then around toward the other side. Yeah, just starting to feel my joints open and my muscles loosen. All right, curl your toes under if they aren't already. Lift your hips. Let's find our first downward facing dog. Okay, really opening the length of the spine. Noticing with your attention and your awareness the length between each vertebrae. Opening your sitting bones like a book. Your knees are bent, okay? Unless that doesn't feel right for you, and then do something else. Roll the body forward, find a plank pose. And then lift the hips, downward facing dog. You might move with your breath or not. So as you inhale, you might roll forward, find plank. And then exhale, lift the hips, down dog. Drop your knees. Adjust your leggings if you need to. I'll do that several times throughout our practice. All right, toes are curled under. Lift your knees off of your mat and internally rotate your elbows. Okay, that just protects your shoulders and the joints of your arm. All right, and then just dip your knees toward your mat, okay? So pulsing, knees to mat, knees to mat. They might touch or not, doesn't matter, okay? Pulsing, pulsing, aware of the sensation in your triceps as you internally rotate your elbows. Okay, let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the hips, down dog. Take a big breath in and then exhale through your mouth. One more of those. Roll the body forward, plank pose. Hug your belly button to your spine, always keeping your belly button tucked into your spine. Lift your hips. Yeah, big inhale as you exhale, down dog. Yeah, slide your right leg straight behind you, lift it off of your mat. Flex your foot and pulse your heel toward the ceiling. Okay, aware of the sensation in your glutes and your low back. Breathing naturally, however it feels good to you. Hug belly button to spine. Now bend the knee and pulse toward the ceiling. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Toes curled under, leg stays lifted. Find down dog. So you're in 3-legged dog. Open the hips. You might have heard mine popping. Stacking one hip on top of the other. Next time you exhale, tuck your right knee towards your right elbow and then send it back to the sky. Tuck to right elbow, send it back. Tuck toward your nose, send it back. One more to your nose, send it back. This time tuck toward your left elbow, send it back. tuck toward your left elbow. We'll tuck toward left elbow. One more time, extend your right leg so it crosses your body. Rotate on to the sole of your back foot. Adjust yourself. Lift your arm. Internally rotate your elbow. Breathe here. You can stay here or dip your hips towards your mat, okay? And we'll do that. What do you say? 8 more times. 7. Stay with it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down dog. Glide back to down dog. Drop your knees if you need to. Let's just go ahead. Circle your hips. Yeah. Aware of the beating of your heart. The blood beginning to flow through all the channels in your body. Reverse the direction of your circles. Press back. Roll the body forward. Hips start to descend toward the mat. Untuck your toes if that feels right for you. Gaze to the sky. Press your sitting bones back so that you're in a child's pose. Next time that you inhale, roll the body forward and then lift the gaze, lift the heart, upward facing dog. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, roll the body forward. Exhale, back. My shins and feet are coming with me naturally. You can see them lifting. Feel free to do that as well. One more time. Exhale, child's pose, lift downward facing dog. Open the sitting bones like a book, lengthen the spine, roll the body forward, plank pose. Let's hold here. Count of 10, hug your belly button into your spine. 8, 7, rock forward and back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower all the way to the earth, slow, so slow. Inhale for upward facing dog. Exhale, hands and knees. All right, now glide your left leg out behind you. Lift it off of the mat. Pulse toward the ceiling. Toes are pointed. Drop the left hip a little bit so that your left hip and right hip are in a straight line, horizontally parallel to your mat. Few more times, reconnecting with your breath, but not controlling it. Now bend your knee and pulse your heel to the ceiling. Beautiful. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up to three-legged dog. Stack your hips as you open your left hip on top of your right. Yeah, rotate back to your hips are in alignment. Inhale, and then as you exhale, tuck left knee to left elbow. Send it back. Tuck. Send it back. Tuck, knee to nose. Send it back. Knee to nose. Send it back. Knee to right elbow, and send it back. Right elbow, send it back. This time, tuck it and then extend your left leg to the opposite side of the body and rotate onto your back foot. Extend your right arm into the sky. Stay here or lower your hips for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stay with it. Rotate back to plank pose. Hug your belly button into your spine. Breathe. Let's take 3 deep breaths. Body is in one long line, heels to the crown of your head. All right, inhale, lift your hips, lift your hips. You are in downward facing dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. Stack your hips if that feels good. You might bend your knee. And then step forward, right foot beside your right hand. Back foot stays where it is, and we'll rise up into a high lunge. Okay, high lunge, arms lift up overhead. As you inhale, straighten your front leg. With your exhale, bend into your front knee and just press your arms behind you until you really feel it in your triceps. Inhale, rise up, and exhale down. Flow with your breath if that feels good, or let it come naturally. 3 more. 2, 1. Rotate onto the sole of your back foot so that we are now in warrior 2. Extend one arm forward and one arm back. With your inhale, straighten your legs. Lift palms together. Lift onto the heel of your front foot. Okay, exhale, warrior 2. Inhale, rise up, and then flow at your own pace with your own breath. But come back to that breath. Just the awareness of it keeps us in our body. So you're here with your sensation. All right, inhale. All right, cartwheel forward and step forward so that you are in forward fold. Let it go. Rise up halfway as you inhale, and as you exhale, bow forward. One more. Reverse swan dive. Come all the way to standing, hands up overhead. Exhale them to the space of your heart. Take a moment here to press the thumbs into your sternum. Feet are shoulder width apart. Notice the beating of your own heart. Okay, center in to some prayer. Okay, I was going to say intention, but what I really mean is some prayer. And just for a few more breaths, hold it here. Hold the prayer of your heart in your heart. Okay, let it not be separate from your practice so that this is not just an expression of exercise, of something that you have to do, but that it is your prayer manifesting through the movement of your body. Yeah, one deep breath together. Inhale. Exhale through your mouth, let it go. Let your hands go. Inhale, reach them up to the sky. Exhale, bow into your forward fold. Step your right foot back now, and then hug your belly button in as you feel comfortable. Rise up, high lunge. Inhale, straighten your leg. Exhale, bend your knee, press your arms away. Three more. Welcome your pops. All right, inhale, rise up, rotate the sole of your back foot and find your warrior 2. Come into warrior 2. With your inhale, straighten your leg, lift both arms to the sky, roll onto the heel of your front foot. And exhale, bend your knee. And flow like this at your own rhythm and your own pace. Let it become a meditation. Yeah, a couple more times. Inhale, rise up. Exhale. Oh, I'm going to do a reach back. Just do that because it feels good. And then cartwheel forward, step forward. Inhale, lift halfway up. Exhale, bow. Step or jump your feet to the back of your mat. Find your plank pose. Hug your belly button to your spine. One deep breath. Exhale through your mouth. Inhale again. Exhale, slowly lower to the earth. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Inhale, roll the body forward, plank pose. 3 of these, and then exhale, lift up. Same thing. Last one, roll to plank. Upward facing dog, lower your knees. Sit back on your sitting bones and circle your feet out in front of you. Come to the middle of your mat. We'll lower down on to our back. Do that however it serves you. I actually have a separation in my abdominals from birthing 2 babies, beautiful, beautiful babies. So I have to protect that and strengthen it each time that I do core work. So I'm always encouraging you as you approach your core work to engage your transverse abdominal muscles. Okay, so that means, let me take a breath, that you imagine that you are hugging your rib cage or either side of your abdominals down into your belly. So it's the movement of hugging that belly button into the spine. Every time you hug your belly button into the spine, you engage that deeper abdominal layer, okay? And that begins to heal a separation if you had one. But in this case, all of the core work that I offer is in honor of that. And it will also, regardless of your situation, give you the strongest core possible. Okay, so from here, lift your knees so that, lift your feet so that your knees and hips are directly over each other and you are creating a 90-degree angle. Root through your arms, the length of your arms and your palms. You might put them out to the side if that makes you feel more stable, or down by your sides. Just find what's comfortable for you. And then we'll begin to drop our knees from one side to the other. Engage that belly, hug belly button to spine. And then just lower the knees from one side to the other. Really strong core, okay? Allowing the low back to come off of the mat is no problem, okay? But always bringing the intention of this movement back to that deep core level, okay? Let's count down from 10 here. 9, 8. I'm actually counting the movement, so it's kind of slow. 7, 6, breathing. 5, 4, stay with it, really hug the belly button in, knit the ribs together. It's another good cue. Hold those transverse abdominals together. All right, I lost my count, so let's do one more. All right, come back to center. Rooting through your palms, straighten those legs. Drop one leg at a time. Yep. Engage the core. Belly button to spine. Feel your body heavy. The torso of your body is heavy against your mat. All of your attention and awareness is in your core, holding that stable center. Come back to the sensation of breath. All right, one more time each side. And hug your knees into your chest. Rock gently from side to side. All right, lower the soles of your feet down. Climb up onto your elbows and your forearms. You're on your elbows and your forearms. And then lift your feet so that you create another 90-degree angle. And let's see if we can tap both heels at the same time. Oh yeah, that's not even that hard. Okay. All right, tapping heels. Engage core. Squeeze those heels together. Okay, let's come back and squeeze heels together so that you create a diamond shape. And now let's change that motion just a little bit. Okay, little strange, but you can feel the intensity in your inner thighs, so stick with that. 2 more. Hug knees in and then shoot them out. Hug in and shoot them out. There's no doming in your core, so if your belly is pooching out, then you need to hug your belly button back into your spine. I'm shaking. All right, let's do 3 more. You can do it. Come on. All right, lower onto your back, hug your knees into your spine, rock from side to side. Release your knees as you're ready and just let them fall over to one side as you come into a supine twist. You'll probably hear my back crack. And then you might choose to extend your top leg just to intensify the twist a little bit, trying to maintain the grounding of both of your shoulders, and then you may take your gaze in the opposite direction of your twist. Soften everywhere that you can. Relax and release. Slowly rise back to center and twist to the other side, giving yourself as much time as you need to here. So if that means pausing so that you can stay here longer, please give yourself that. Start to notice your attention drawing inward. To let yourself go there. And to be fully with your experience in your body right now in this moment. Roll on over in whichever direction you're twisted as you come up into a seat. And then extend both legs for a wide leg straddle. Shift off the flesh of your sitting bones. Find the length of your spine. Reach over toward your right foot. Lift your left arm to the sky and then take it with you as you start to turn your torso over your right leg. Give yourself a few breaths here in this space. The next time you inhale, let it lift you to center and then fold over to the other side. Soften, soften, soften. Now we let go. Now we give over. This is our process of integration, which even this short time strengthening our body gives way to the strength of our spirit. Rise up as you feel ready. Draw in the soles of your feet. Just find your butterfly as we close. Hold the soles of your feet. Maybe even massaging them a little bit. If you feel yourself as I do, really wanting to move inward, then I encourage you to do that, to create some space, to give yourself just a hair more time, to be in silence, and to honor the need of your body to now reflect and to now rest. So together we'll take one final breath, palms at heart center. Inhale deeply. Exhale completely. And bow to yourself. Bow to the spirit within you, which has brought you here. Blessings, brother and sister. Namaste and amen.